Hey everybody, it's Prepper for the Ages here to talk to you about all things prepping in regards to, in this case, prepping with the elderly and taking care of an elderly person in a grid down situation, or if there's a bump in the night, if you have to evacuate, if you have to bug in. These things are what you need to plan for or think about when you have an elderly person or someone that you need to take care of. Well, today I want to talk about more something called hospital dementia, or as I'm going to morph this into, it's situational dementia. Now, if you have an elderly person and if they've ever had to go in the hospital and stay a night, you might have seen this before. The elderly person goes in the hospital, it might be morning, they're aware, they're awake, they understand what's going on, like normal, they were normal at home, something happened, they came to the hospital, and then in the afternoon they kind of are a little bit iffy on where they are and what's happening, and as the evening goes on, as the sun goes down, they get more and more dementia. Basically, they don't know what's going on, they don't know what they're doing, they don't know why they're here, they think they're somewhere else. They kind of have, I don't know if it's I don't know what do you call it. It's not, they think they're somewhere else. I don't know if they're having delusions or whatnot, but they are not, you can't hold a conversation with them. That happens overnight, and in the morning they're awake, they're aware, they can have a conversation with you, they're back. And so the hospital people call that hospital dementia. And if the person goes home again, they're right as rain again. They're in their same environment as they were before. They know where they are, they know what they're doing. Morning, noon, and night, they know, they're aware, and they're awake. They don't have any dementia. And it's when you take them out of their home environment or they get hospital dementia. Well, I'm going to call it situational dementia, because if you bring that person, you have to bug out or you have to go somewhere else for safety or for any reason, go to the neighbor's house or whatever, just be aware that they might get what's called hospital dementia. They might be right as rain in the morning, in the afternoon kind of iffy, as the sun goes down they might get a little bit more dementia, and by the evening you'll have someone that is in full dementia and needs to be watched and needs to make sure that everything's okay. I've experienced this with my father. My father, when he was sick with multiple myeloma, and when he had to go into the hospital for a few days, he would get night dementia, hospital dementia, and it would happen every evening, every night. And then when his blood work was all set, when he was ready to go home again, we would take him home, and he was right as rain. It was great. He was on the computer, he did all this stuff, and it was, he had to go into the hospital several times, unfortunately, for multiple myeloma. And this happened every time in the hospital, and every time we brought him home, he was right as rain. Now, in a bug-out situation, this may happen. You might have a similar thing that happens to you, trying to take care of somebody. They might need to be watched at all times. They could be awake all night and have dementia all night and be awake all night and try to get up and try to walk around, try to leave to find home or whatnot. And you need to be up all night or have somebody there all night. And in the morning, they're right as rain. They might need a nap. You'll probably need a nap. But this is something that happens. Now, I'm not here to give out medical advice. I am not a medical advice person, so don't do that. I am just telling you what I have observed in my life as regards to hospital dementia and situational dementia. So this might be something that you need to look out for. There is no solution for it. There is no cure for it. I don't think that the doctors or hospital people really can give you a solution to it, other than keep an eye on them, make sure they're safe, and make sure they don't wander off. Make sure if they have a broken something that they don't try to walk on their broken leg or use their broken arm or whatnot. So that's my take on hospital dementia, which I'm calling situational dementia. It's usually cured by going home again and staying home. So if you're wondering about bugging out versus bugging in, that might be something to take into consideration. They might be well enough to understand home, but if you decide to bug out, there might be some additional things you need to watch and take care of. Okay. All right, that's all for now. This is Prepper for the Ages signing out. Take care.